Have you ever heard the phrase, misery loves company? That phrase couldn't be any more true with a person who's dealing with narcissistic personality disorder. It's a very perverted thing that happens. A person with this personality disorder would enjoy if your emotional baggage is a lot worse than theirs. The real kicker? It's happening on a subconscious level. On average, I have about 50 conversations per week with different people. And narcissistic is a word that gets thrown around a lot lately. Today, let's see what we're meddling with. Simply because you might have any of these kind of tendencies doesn't mean that you automatically qualify for this kind of diagnosis. So be careful before you start to associate yourself with any of the things that I'm about to talk about today. Narcissists have dark emotions. Dark emotions such as worthlessness, rejection, fear of being unlovable, shame, guilt, right? Those are some examples of dark emotions. And so long that their partner's dark emotions look a lot worse than theirs, it's a survivable relationship. This is why a narcissist typically makes their partner's dark emotions worse than their own. When the partner's dark emotions become highlighted and are brought to light, this puts the partner and the narcissist on even playing ground. It even begs the question of whether or not a narcissist really takes enjoyment on seeing their partner suffer. The underlying motive is that the narcissist carries similar traits as their partner. In reality, it's the other way around. But to the narcissist, they see the situation as taking on the same traits as their partner so that they can carry their partner's traits more than their own. The narcissist sees the situation from a victimized standpoint. Taking on their partner's suffering becomes the burden. Taking on the partner's difficult emotions, dark emotions, challenging emotions, that's the problem. The partner is the problem, not the narcissist. So the question again is, do narcissists enjoy seeing their partner suffer? It's a vicious cycle that happens at a subconscious level. They don't even realize that this is happening. It's a perverted way that the narcissist's mind is trying to reserve the dark emotions that they feel. So if you're a person who's experiencing this on the receiving end, like your partner meets the qualifications for a narcissistic personality disorder, what about you? What's in it for you? What can you do? What can you possibly do to resolve the conflict? Or what can you possibly do to resolve the tension within the relationship? This is the part that I would insert talking to a therapist for ongoing help, ongoing recommendations is going to be crucial to you. I can't give you a one-size-fits-all answer because, well, quite frankly, there are none. What I can say is that because the partner of the narcissist, dark emotions are the ones that are going to be elevated and constantly highlighted, what you can control is your own emotions. Continuing the cycle of having toxic emotions and continuing the cycle of fueling tension within the relationship, those are the things that are only going to get highlighted. Those are going to be the things that are constantly brought to your attention as the thing that needs to be worked on and improved. So if you haven't started working on changes, making necessary changes to deal with your own dark emotions, my recommendation is to start there. Start with what is in your control. It's a tough situation, and unless there's a lot of help, unless there's a lot of counseling for the person who's suffering from a narcissistic personality disorder, change on their part is almost unlikely. A person, anybody, personality disorder or not, you cannot change what you are not aware of. And unless a person with a narcissistic personality disorder can humble themselves enough to admit what they're doing is controlling and manipulative, there's little to no hope for change. Until that person can admit their own fault and their own blame, the relationship cycle tension may continue. How you choose to respond is within your control. Until the next one, guys, I hope this one was helpful for you. I'll see you in the next video.